Hello everybody and welcome back to the football betting series here on YouTube, Premier League edition. Despite winning to our 3 bets, we did turn a small loss of £3.60, but we did win 2 of 3, so that does give some hope moving forwards. Although there was a lot of goal-mouth action in the Newcastle-Arsenal game, we couldn't quite get that third goal to make it another perfect weekend. But I've got some more selections in today's episode, so hopefully we can turn that frown upside down and start to turn a profit in the Premier League in the month of May. If you think I'm talking some sense in today's video, please drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more content. Without further ado, let's jump into today's predictions. We kick things off with 19th place Leeds playing host to 3rd place Newcastle United. And Leeds were bested in their last game against the reigning champions, Manchester City. City were 2-0 up, but Leeds managed to hang in and keep it close, scoring in the last 5 minutes to pile on the pressure following Gundogan's penalty miss. But alas, no win for Leeds. What does this mean in terms of form? Well, Leeds have not managed to come up with a win in their last 6, and they've lost 5 of these games. Statistically scoring 1.3 goals per game and creating 1.6 key chances per 90. Defensively allowing 2.1 goals against with 5 clean sheets in their 35 matches. The away side Newcastle, despite carrying a real goal-scoring threat, did lose against Arsenal by 2-0. This result did put a brief 3-game winning streak to an end, and unfortunately the Magpies are in real danger of dropping out of the Champions League spots with a resurgent Liverpool hitting form in the late season. Newcastle are scoring 1.8 goals per game and creating 2.9 key chances per 90, defensively conceding just shy of 1 goal per game, with 13 clean sheets in their 34 league matches. When we look at the home and away form, Leeds rank 17th in the division at home with 5 wins, 6 draws and 6 defeats for 21 from a possible 51 points, with 1 win in their last 5 games at Ellen Road. The Magpies hold the 3rd best away record, with 8 wins, 6 draws and 3 defeats for 30 points from a possible 51. They've also won 4 of their last 5 games down south. This is a pretty open and shut case here. Newcastle will not be complacent as they still need to put points on the board to ensure Champions League football next season. Newcastle to win, full stake in bet number 1. Our second selection sees 4th place Manchester United playing host to 13th place Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Manchester United, thanks to a real costly error from De Gea, did go on to lose 1-0 against West Ham in their most recent fixture. This does mean the Red Devils have now lost back-to-back games by a single 0-0, and they'll look to bounce back here against Wolverhampton in order to remain in the hunt for the top 4 spots. United do score 1.4 goals per game and create 2.7 key chances per 90. Defensively conceding 1.2 goals against, but 15 clean sheets in 34 matches is a pretty strong record. The away side Wolves managed to win their last game by 1-0, scoring early and hanging on for dear life in their West Midland derby against Aston Villa. This does mean Wolves have found a little bit of form in the late season here, winning 4 of their last 6 games, with losses against Brighton and Leicester in that time. However, they are winless in each of their last 6 away games. Looking at the average stats, Wolves score 0.9 goals per game and create 1.1 key chances per 90, defensively conceding 1.4 goals against and 11 clean sheets in their 35 league matches. When we look at the head-to-head record, Marcus Rashford's goal proved to be decisive between the two sides in their most recent match on New Year's Day. United have also won 4 of the last 5 straight up, but interestingly have won all of these games by just a single goal. It may be a tight one here today. When we look at the home and away records, Manchester United rank number 3 in the division, with 12 wins, 3 draws and just a single defeat at Old Trafford for 39 points from a possible 48. Wolves, on the other hand, are not that great away from Molineux. In fact, their current away form would have them in the relegation zone. Number 18 in the division, with 2 wins, 5 draws and 10 defeats, just 11 points from 51 possible. I think we're looking at a Man United win today with the same rationale as the Newcastle game. They do need to keep winning to ensure Champions League football next season. Man United win, full stake in bet number 2. And our third and final bet in today's episode sees 20th ranked Southampton playing host to 10th ranked Fulham. Southampton, despite scoring 3 goals, still managed to go on and lose the game 4-3 against Nottingham Forest recently. This does mean that the Saints continue a horrid run of form. They're winless in each of their last 10 league matches. Statistically scoring 0.9 goals per game and creating 1.4 key chances per 90, but the defence has really let them down this season, averaging 1.9 goals against with just 4 clean sheets in 35 matches. They simply can't keep a clean sheet right now, and when this happens, they often concede 2 or even more goals. The away side Fulham managed to put 5 past the Foxes in their recent game, breaking a brief 3-game losing streak. However, their performances haven't actually been that bad. They held their own against both Villa and Manchester City, despite losses in these games by a single goal. The Cottagers average 1.4 goals per game and create 1.5 key chances per 90. Defensively conceding 1.4 goals against and 8 clean sheets in 35 puts them around about mid-table, and that is where they find themselves in the league right now. When we look at the home and away records, Southampton are the worst performing home side as well as the worst performing side overall. At St Mary's this season, they have won just twice with 4 draws and 11 defeats for just 10 points from a possible 54. They've also lost 4 of their last 5 home matches. Fulham, however, outperformed their league position, ranking number 7 in the away charts with 6 wins, 2 draws and 9 defeats for 20 points from a possible 51 on offer. However, they do only have 1 win in their last 5 travels. For this game, I like the look of Fulham here, but ultimately unsure of their away form of late. With European hopes all but out of the window and no real concerns about relegation, there may be some concerns that some players are on the beach already. I'm going to lay Southampton in this game just to cover the chance of a draw and a bit of complacency on Fulham's behalf. We're going to lay Southampton in our final bet of today's episode. So there we have it, 3 selections in today's episode, all on the Saturday, and we'll start things off with Leeds versus Newcastle United. We're taking the away team, odds of 7/10, £20 stake to return £14.60. Then we have 2 3 o'clock kickoffs, Manchester United to beat Wolves at home, odds of 2 to 5, £20 stake to return 8. On the south coast, Southampton versus Fulham, we're going to be laying the home sides, odds of 1 to 2, £20 stake to return 10. So across our 3 selections, we're going to be risking as much as £60 to hopefully to try and pick up £32.60. Will we do so? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to tune into the next episode. But if you have made it to this point in the video, please drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more content. And as always, have yourself a lovely day.